Rich, you're first. Good to see you. Thank you so much again for that super thanks you left on, I think it was my blooper video. Happy life, good to see you. Okay, let me think here. I'm typing in my poll question and it has to do with Catalina Crunch. Ernest, good to see you. How are you? All right. Oh, this is actually, I have to think about this. Which one is my favorite? Okay. Nice shirt, thank you. It's for the Premier League, which started today actually. Liverpool played today. What is this? Chocolate peanut butter. Chocolate peanut butter. Is it blueberry muffin? Yes, EPO, you got it. Spot on. Rice pudding, yabba dabba. I have to remember it's you. Yes, hello yabba dabba do. Or cinnamon toast. There's so many great flavors of Catalina Crunch. Yeah, this one is just called fruity. But there you go. I've got 3 of them here. I did polish off the blueberry muffin that I had earlier. So yeah, see if you can guess my favorite variety of Catalina Crunch. This is definitely one of my dream collaborations. I would love to collaborate with them. Do you have legs? Yes. All right, guys. So, oh no, I was gonna make quinoa, but my shipment, I don't know if it got delivered to my door yet. I'm at the very bottom bit of my quinoa and I was gonna make that tonight, shoot. I am well, I'm currently fulfilling my 2nd week of Army Reserve annual training. Very nice, Ernest. Congratulations, yes. Congratulations, Ernest. 2nd week of Army Reserve annual. What kind of things do you have to do? I'm guessing, is it like fitness component, like weapon component, drills? Like I don't know what all you have to do for that. Okay, well, I don't have quinoa. Maybe it'll get delivered to my door later tonight, but I'm gonna cut up this cauliflower. This is actually, so I didn't make it to my cauliflower on Wednesday night because I was doing so much chopping of veggies that I just decided to cut it short a bit and save this for another day. So I'm going to chop up this organic cauliflower and roast it in my oven. Edilson says, come to Brazil. You look like Doja Cat. I get that a lot. Candle X, hello, thank you very much. Hi, David Cortez. Rich, oh, there, I wasn't seeing the emojis pop up right away. Thank you. Yes, all the members emojis. Please join the channel as a member if you would like. A313, Dow, Dow2W, keep the comments respectful. Yes, Mary Miller, hello Mary Miller. I'm just gonna plug in my computer really quick. Who's excited for Taylor Swift's 12th album dropping October 3rd? David Cortez, hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're not. Avery Rich, hello, Avery Rich. Snooty Fox, happy Friday. 15 days until the 24-hour live stream. It's gonna be fun, guys. I need to get on the, I have some poll questions I want to ask in the community tab so I can ask people like, would you prefer to do me to do XYZ? Yeah. I gotta start planning because it's 2 weeks. Cameron Davies is here. Thank you, Mary Miller. Office Pickles. Avery Rich, what are you making tonight? I'm roasting some cauliflower. I'm gonna grab my trash bin and then also my cutting board up here. Oh. Looking great in blue. Yes, I'm wearing my Chelsea jersey because the Premier League starts this weekend. The first game was today. It was Liverpool versus someone. I can't remember who it was. And yeah, I'm going to be watching games tomorrow and then on Sunday as well. Chris Russell, thank you very much, Chris. Narayana Sammy, 7 o'clock live. Autumn's Chef, like and sub, it's free. Thank you, Rich. Yes. That's okay, Avery Rich. I know you gotta get to bed. Snooty Fox, I did not play soccer today, no. Thank you, Narayana, for the sub. Mary Miller, Danielle Matalo. I'm roasting some cauliflower. Lisa, my membership, please, so sorry to interrupt. My membership. Oh, do you mean like the badge has changed colors or something? So sorry to interrupt. Liverpudlian? What on earth? I've never heard that word before. Liverpudlian. Just a Dude says howdy, good to see you. I have Special Olympics tomorrow morning. That is so cool. What are you competing in, Avery Rich, for the Special Olympics? Ismail Rafi is here. I have not listened to Blackhawk, not yet. I haven't had time this week. YouTube needs acknowledgement, says Lisa. Let's see. Oh, Rated Frog, first time you go live when I'm not on my phone. That's okay. No worries. That's the word, or scoose. Terrence Hughes, hello, Terrence. Happy Friday. I'm just peeling this cauliflower. I'm getting the stalks, or whatever you call these things, off of it. The parts I'm not gonna eat. Oh. Got some little buggies that have made it their home. Looks like they didn't survive the packaging though. Awesome is back, hello. Terrence Hughes, Avery Rich, you're doing bowling, fun. Ismail, awesome, shared that flower, Hannah. Do you mean this? This is a cauliflower. So I guess flower. Liverpudlian or scouse, right? Oh, scouse, okay. I wasn't sure, I don't know that word. Alton Taylor, hello. NC, good to see you. How was your week? Sorry I missed the last stream, I was too tired. That's okay, Rated Frog. I say this all the time to people who are apologizing on here. I'm like, this is the internet, this is social media. Like, there is, if anything has no requirement at all to watch or attend, it's a YouTube live stream. This is about as optional as it gets in this world. Bentley, I'm glad you found the live. If you want to know when I go live and you want the notifications, then turn on your notification bell when you go to my channel, because then you'll get pinged. All right. Lisa with the Hannah emoji. Dancer, thank you. Jimena, I'm roasting cauliflower. Rated Frog's got the popcorn emoji. So I'm just rinsing this off super quick. Dancer, waiting for birthday boy Kirby's appearance. Maybe he's busy. Maybe indeed. I would expect him to be. Boo Boo, good to see you, Boo Boo. Jimena, or is it Zmena maybe? I'm gonna be roasting cauliflower, so I'm gonna pat this dry and hope that my quinoa gets delivered to my door, because I was planning to make quinoa tonight and I just don't have enough here with me right now to cook up a whole batch. I don't speak Amharic, unfortunately. I know some words, but I don't really speak it. I'm doing good, David O'Brien, Robin Hood. I had a good week. It was tiring, but looking back, I'm not gonna complain. A lot of good stuff got done. So, time to chop this off. Make sure I got the buggy. There was a buggy on here. Yeah. All right, and then just get the last of these little, I don't know what you call them, but just the parts that you don't want to eat, get them picked off. New Conjuring movie out soon. I just don't think those are, I've watched all of them so far, and they just never were scary to me. So I might see this one, I might not, I haven't decided. But yeah, those aren't too scary, for me at least. Okay, so let's get this cauliflower moving. Zimena says, I love your earrings. Tav is back. Hello, Tav. Anish Pandita, Jasmine Smith. Damien, how are you? Damien, I am making roasted cauliflower. So right now I'm just cutting up the cauliflower, getting it chopped up, and then I'm gonna toss it in some olive oil, roast it in my oven, and then eat it later on. Come on, cauliflower, work with me. Robin Hood, my favorite chef. Thanks. I'm not the fanciest chef for sure, but I do love cooking and baking. All right, so I'm trying to just figure out how this will go. Here we go. E. Wilson, love the jersey, thank you. 2 weeks until the 24-hour marathon. True that, you guys. 24-hour live stream on my channel is in 2 weekends. It's gonna be fun. And I'm planning my itinerary. The way I'm approaching this is just have every hour planned out. So like make a table, hour 1, which is like 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. And then just for every hour, have like at least a couple things listed out that I can do, where it could be just like trivia questions, book collection, baking something, cooking something, playing a game, just watching a movie. I think there'll be some long periods during the 24-hour live stream where I just like hang out and chat with people and see who is leaving comments, who's asking questions. It will be fun. I made that with Chinese 5 spice. Damien just got back from the gym. Nice. Glad to hear that you are not at the gym at 1:45 midnight tonight, Damien. Ismail, Damien, E. Wilson, go Blues. Yes, go Chelsea. Roasted cauliflower sounds amazing. I love it so much. Mary has never had cauliflower. Sass, I think. Cauliflower, yes, yum cauliflower indeed. Yeah, so I'm gonna be roasting this cauliflower. Okay, come on, get off of there. I like cauliflower because I feel like when you cut off all the florets, there's not a ton left on like the stalk or like the nub. So I don't feel too bad just throwing it out. Okay, I'm gonna pat this dry again one more time. Taking a nap, I understand your language. Mauricio, rated frog with the, is that like a yogi emoji? Carthago, yes, go Chelsea. Woo! Nice kit, thank you. Yes, I don't know when I got this. It might have been pre-COVID. I'm trying to think when they had Yokohama tires as their sponsor on the front of their jerseys. I think it's before COVID when that was the case. BSM Broker, Lal Khan is here. All right. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get some of these bigger florets cut into smaller pieces. I think one way to really just fill up the 24-hour live stream time would be to just cook a lot of food, because I've noticed on live streams it does take me hours to make a dish. So actually I'm thinking of making, like, maybe make a list of all these recipes I absolutely love. And that, I mean, I think I could fill up a good like 6 to 8 hours at least with several recipes. We will see. Okay, put this one. Mauricio, BSM Broker, Dooney, just got here. I'm making roasted cauliflower. Here's a little cauliflower floret. Rated Frog says LOL IDK. Fletcher Naya Hugh, hello. Okay, there she goes. Timothy Peters. Yes, today was a good day. Again, like, tiresome week. I'm very ready to just relax. We're gonna be getting, we were having thunder and lightning storms earlier this evening. Just missed it. I was out this afternoon. But yeah, like, I'm excited to just have a cozy weekend, watch Premier League games. It's starting this weekend, and well, it's gonna be super rainy and stormy. So that's always a convenient reason to just have a cozy weekend in and knock out some chores. I gotta film a YouTube video. I'm a little behind on that. Joel Downing says, what's up, Hannah Montana? I'm doing good. How about you? Happy Friday. BSM Broker says, I eat a lot. So do I. I love eating. I'm also, like, I exercise every day, and I feel like when you're burning calories, you gotta put them back in. At least I do. So yeah, I do enjoy eating. Dooney says, I recently tried buffalo wing style cauliflower and it was delicious. It is so amazing. For those of you who don't know, if you're ever at Buffalo Wild Wings and you just aren't, maybe you're trying to be meat-free on that day, or you have a friend or someone with you who is plant-based, just know that Buffalo Wild Wings has a cauliflower substitute option. So you can order something as you normally would order it if it were chicken, like, oh, I want the spicy jerk chicken, I want 12 pieces, whatever, an extra sauce. But you can get that order and just say, I want an order of jerk wings, 12 piece, but I want to substitute cauliflower, and they will give you cauliflower wings instead of chicken. And they are so good, you guys. Bees. This is an EPL team, English Premier League team. Rated Frog. Hannah, have you seen The Haunting of Hill House? Yes. George Nixon, I'm making roasted cauliflower. It doesn't look like that much in this big bowl, but I promise, like, it'll be a decent amount. So I need to go turn on my oven before I forget. Set these cutting boards over here. Yamans, hello. Are you streaming it? Am I streaming what? The game? I don't know what you're asking about. Okay guys, oven is heating up. I'm going to get my cutting board cleaned off. Big back, nice. Oh, are you steaming it? I'm so sorry, BSM broker. I read it too quickly and I saw streaming instead of what you put, which is steaming. No, I'm gonna be roasting my cauliflower. Tony Romano, oh my gosh, it's been a long time, I think, since I saw you, Tony Romano. I'm doing good, how about you? Mika Orava. Damien, being a mod for 4 channels is not easy. The kind of people in their comments I gotta deal with. Yeah, it's, people are wild on the internet. There's just always gonna be junk comments that you're cleaning up if you're a mod. Yeah, but I do. What? No Downton Abbey tonight? No, I didn't. The thing is, I'm getting toward the end of the season, so I didn't want to just let it completely finish off in the background behind me, so, or in front of me rather. So I will probably watch some of it later tonight once I hop off of the live stream. You've got the right jersey on there, Hannah. Nice. Michael Corrigan. Looks like you're in Ireland. Oh shoot, where did my dish towels go? There's one. One sec, guys. Okay. Yaman's Tube, Card Tech, Doctor Who What Where, Mustafa, hello. Lee Hoffman, thank you very much. Rice, or I keep wanting to just say rice pudding. Yabba dabba do. Let's see, what is your profile picture? Oh, I think I'm holding broccoli up to the camera. I'm squinting trying to see it. Back to the Future, we've got a mod in here, amazing. All right, let me just get this knife put back. And then, maybe wash this board off. I'll turn my camera. Hello, yabba dabba doo. Yes. Okay. Rich with the Gordon, Hannah, and Martha emojis. Yes, my 2 culinary idols, Gordon Ramsay and Martha Stewart. God, they're so great. Oh, Hannah, how are you today? I'm doing good. I'm definitely tired from this week. I am worn out, and we have a stormy weekend, a long stormy weekend in the forecast here in Minneapolis. So, I'm gonna take the opportunity to just watch a bunch of Premier League games because Premier League is starting this weekend. The first game was today. There might have been more than just one. So yeah, I'm satisfied with this week. Got a lot of stuff done. I have some fun collabs in the works, so that's always exciting. But I think I'm gonna keep it pretty low key this weekend. Ooh, Mustafa, Lee Hoffman, thank you very much. Rich, Levi, hey Hannah Chef, good to see you. Mustafa, share as much as you'd like in the chat. Tell us more about yourself. Okay, I'm gonna grab some olive oil over here. And C says hello to Back to the Future. Rich is waving, love it. All right, so drizzle, drizzle. This is just some extra virgin olive oil that I get from Target. I love this stuff. I use it all the time. And now I'm gonna toss this. Toss the cauliflower. Do you have or too ready to hear me out? Fire away, Mustafa. Share what you gotta say. Rebecca, let's see if you can maybe guess from the bowl, if you can tell what I'm making. How was your father's birthday? It was really nice, NC. Thank you for asking. Yes, for those of you who don't know, my dad turned 67 on Tuesday this week. His birthday is August 12th. I did not say that right. And we decided to go out to like a favorite restaurant of ours, and we got dinner and just, yeah, we just like had a night out. It was very simple. I would say he's like a very like simple guy. Like he likes biking, drinking coffee, drinking coffee, reading books, biking, and then watching soccer and hanging out with his friends. Like he's just he's like a pretty chill guy. You can cook, I hope. My situation is traveling help. Oh, I don't help with people's travels on here. Sorry, Mustafa. You'll have to ask someone else. Zay is here. Nice t-shirts. Thank you, Nasim. Bamba says today's their birthday. Nobody, hello. All right, I'm debating whether, I think I'll keep the same cooking sheet that I did the last time I roasted cauliflower. Rob Faye, nope, Rob Faye, this is not the 24-hour live stream, no. Yeah, I think my strategy for the 24-hour live stream is gonna be, I think sitting for a long time will make me tired if I'm just sitting on my couch chatting for hours. I'll probably do that, but I'm thinking to keep things fresh and help stay awake, I will, I think I want to be here in my kitchen doing a lot of cooking. So my rough plan at this point for the 24-hour live stream is start at 11 a.m. on Saturday, August 30th. And then I think I'd love to start the day by like just sitting on my couch, drinking coffee, having a trivia question, maybe like a bowl of Catalina Crunch, throw on some Premier League soccer if there's any games at that point. And then move from my couch to my kitchen and start cooking stuff, like doing all the food prep, chopping veggies. I think one dish I want to make on my live stream is tabbouleh. That'll be fun. My sister, see, and the thing is I got to start ordering stuff. Like I need to start ordering little things I want to have available. My sister made a really good suggestion. She's like, okay, Hannah, you should have a countdown clock where you start the clock and it shows like 24 hours, 58 minutes, and 3 seconds. And then it's just counting down. So then when people scroll, they can see, or maybe it should count up. I think that actually the count clock should be going up, because then people who scroll through, like, you know, well into the live stream, it'll be like, oh my gosh, has she been live for 15 hours, 20 hours, people will know how long I've been live. Hannah won't spoil the Liverpool-Bournemouth game, but you'll enjoy the last-minute goal. Do you realize Liverpool spent $300 million on new signing? It's very grim to say this, but I figured Diogo Jota would have very big shoes to fill, because for those of you who don't know, he passed away this summer. So I figured, you know, Liverpool would be looking at like a pretty big like a pretty expensive player to bring onto the team since they lost Diogo Jota this summer. I don't know who actually, you know what? I think it was you who said this, Yabba I should have put Premier League on in the background, but at the same time, I actually want to watch it. I don't want to just be kind of not paying attention. I'd like to sit down and see how the game went today. So thank you for not telling me. I want to know. I want it to be a surprise. Okay. Hannah, have you eaten vegetarian your whole life? Bayside? Nope. I spent ages birth to age 18 omnivore. I ate all the fast foods, all the meats. I would say the most exotic thing I ever ate was fried alligator at the Minnesota State Fair. I grew up eating Velveeta cheese and Like, I just think like Arby's roast beef and like big gigantic turkey drumstick at the Ren Fest, and mac and cheese, just like all the butter stuff, cottage cheese, cheese curds, dairy milk, milkshakes. Like, I ate everything growing up. So I have spent more of my life, I've spent 18 years of my life an omnivore, and then the last 13 years, because I went vegan at 18, I'm now just about 32. Wait, does that math make sense? 14 years? It'll be 14 years later on, but I've been vegan for 13 years of my life. NC says very nice. Just seeing what I might have missed. Nobody, I saw you, Steven. Steven, what team do you support? Because it sounds like you do not like Chelsea. Rob Faye, Rebecca M. Mariana. I'm vegan, so no meat. Mustafa, right? Yabba Dabba Doo, won't spoil it. Hi, nobody. Rob Faye, dang, the fair starts in 6 days. I know, you guys, time is flying. Time is flying. Full fat ice cream, aka ice cream. Good to see you. Nobody's saying hi to Back to the Future. Garrett, Kevin Garner, Mourinho, Mustafa, thank you. Bruno, Paulo, T-Rex, peace and blessings right back to you. Shawshank Redemption on the 24-hour live stream. Maybe not, it's fairly long. Probably not. I feel like I want to pick a movie that I'm very, very, very keen on seeing. So for sure, I am watching 28 Years Later at 3 a.m. the witching hour, because it seems like a perfect spooky time to watch that movie. I'm gonna be stressed, you guys. So that'll be fun. I'll think of other movies though, just to, I mean, obviously I don't want to be just sitting there watching a movie and not talking to people on my live stream, but I do want to have a few movies on deck to watch. I kind of missed you yesterday, says Mourinho. Well, I'm glad that you're back on the live stream today. Brandon Preacher Green, hello. How was your week? Happy Friday. Shawshank is a classic, yes. That is one of the big classic movies that I have not seen before. I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan. I haven't seen, what's the buzzer just threw off my thinking. The Notebook. I haven't seen The Notebook. That's like such a classic. There was another one. Oh, Saving Private Ryan. Haven't seen that one. Rip Diogo Jota, yes, absolutely heartbreaking. And C, Shawshank's a classic. CK in New Jersey, we loved our Minneapolis vacay. Oh, good. What did you do in Minneapolis? That's so cool. I love when people come to Minnesota, come to the Twin Cities, and they're like, oh my God, it's so nice here. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. Seba, Nassim, based Buddhist. Do you have an Arsenal shirt? I do not yet have an Arsenal shirt. I need one. Big Hoss 920. Back to the Future saying hi to Big Hoss. Slime Queen. What do you like to cook? Cauliflower. Lots of veggies. I wanted to make quinoa on the live stream tonight, but it completely did not cross my mind. I'm pretty much out of quinoa, and my package delivery of the new quinoa is, I don't know if it arrived already. I'd have to check. Let's see, Rebecca, perfect skin, or I got better when you started to go vegan. I would say it's been like clear. I've always had pretty good skin. My skin is naturally dry, so that is helpful because my pores don't clog. I don't have as much like oil on my skin that can clog pores. So I've had dry skin, and then I moisturize my skin. But I would say, I think that eating vegan has helped to keep my skin clear. I don't think it's just that though. I would say beyond just eating vegan, I would say I know what foods cause me to break out pretty well at this point. When I eat a lot of processed sugar, like just tons of cake and cookies, if I don't cut it off by 1 or 2 days and kind of give my body some clean eating days, I'm just gonna get a big explosion on my forehead. Same with fried foods. So I try to limit the amount of processed sugar and fried foods that I eat, and I feel like that has helped. I also drink a ton of water every day. I usually drink 8 to 9 cups, which is about 2 liters of water. T-Rex, 28 years later. Productive programming. Shawshank is Stephen King. Is it really? I did not know that. I don't think it is it? I will be so shocked. Is Shawshank Redemption Stephen King? He's the author of the novella that inspired the movie Shawshank Redemption. The story is titled Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. That is crazy. I had no idea that he was even associated with Shawshank Redemption. Wow, how cool. Ooh, I can't wait to eat this cauliflower, guys. I love roasted cauliflower. Okay, so let's get this tray in the oven and probably leave it in there for 25 minutes, I would say. I didn't really give you a close-up. Here's the tray, and let's start with 20 and see how they do. Timer. I'm wondering if I could make something else for you guys. Yeah, I think might as well. This is something I definitely want to make on my 24-hour live stream. I want to make my tofu scramble because I feel like I should have a series of recipes I make just to do it. Shawshank, get busy living or get busy dying. Interesting. Okay. T-Rex, I'm making roasted cauliflower, so it's not a dessert item. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. The Notebook. Wouldn't know that reference. Damien says, hey Hannah, gotta get organized to get some sleep. I've got company over, spending some time. Jeez, take it easy, Damien. You were just in the hospital having surgery. Oh my goodness. Like now you're in the gym and you've got company coming over. So just, I hope you're taking it easy and not going too hard right after you've had a hospitalization. Just be careful. Barry, hello. Thanks, Back to the Future. Barry, happy Friday to you as well. Damien, have a blessed Friday, everybody. You too. Antonia Salazar, happy Friday. Yes, yes, fireworks indeed. I'm very much like, whew, all right. I'm ready for 2 days of just relaxing, not doing too much stuff. What's Catalina Crunch? There you go, Rich. Thank you for the response. Barry, Catalina Crunch is my favorite cereal. It's a high protein, 0 sugar, high in fiber breakfast cereal. It actually tastes good too. It's sweetened with stevia and monk fruit. But it's just like it's like a tasty alternative to the highly sugary, like typical breakfast cereals. So it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's keto-friendly, and I think keto is very much like low carb and eliminate a ton of added sugars. So it's a great cereal. Highly recommend it. Don't cake and cookies have eggs? You can make a ton of cakes and cookies vegan. You should check out my videos, Rebecca. Andrew Sabini, yes, woohoo! Go Chelsea. T-Rex is smiling. Yabba dabba do. Hannah, serious note, I've been following a lady doing a 7-day continuous stream. Whoa. With sleep, but had to stop after 5 days. Voice box problems. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing this. Yabba dabba do. I would never do that's incredible. I would not. That's to the point where I'm like, I could be doing like serious damage to my body. I mean, 24 hours is a stretch, but I think if it's like, I'm going to be planning it out so that I'll have tons of water, tons of food, coffee to help if I'm getting tired, and I'm trying to think of other stuff I should just have handy. Tea, just if, like, for example, if my voice is getting, you know, worn out. But thanks, Yabba Dabba Doo. That's interesting to hear that she had to, I mean, 5 days is so much. Like, interaction, talking, reading. CKN, New Jersey, Robin Trower song, Hannah, is heavy. I don't think I've heard that song. NC says, I'm going with chocolate peanut butter Catalina Crunch for the poll question. Looks like blueberry muffin has 50% of the votes. Am I reading this wrong? Wait, how does the poll only has, are you guys seeing this? I'm only seeing 4 votes in the poll. That doesn't seem right. What? You guys, please vote in the poll. I don't know what's going on. That's so strange. Johnny Yescas, thank you so much. UK Protea, still waiting for your subscribe, dear. Love from the UK. Damien says, they bought me dinner, barbecue chicken and potato salad. Yum. Did Hannah have a cup of coffee after 12 p.m.? I actually finished, so I didn't finish my coffee in the morning, so I had set it over here on my countertop, and then I came back to it early this evening, and I just finished it. So I have had a little caffeine this evening. Wu-Tang Slang, X Strengths. Barry says, oh, it's like vegan Captain Crunch. Exactly. Yes. You guys, I don't know what's going on with the poll, but I feel like it's not, I only see 4 votes. So I feel like I'm gonna close this and redo it, because that just doesn't seem right. Like, very sus. I'm not even gonna answer it right now. Let me do this again. Because I can't believe I've been on here for 43 minutes and only 4 people. Oh, there were 125 votes, so it lied to me. Whatever, let's do it again. Just vote what you voted before, because I'm not gonna say what it was. And you'll have an opportunity to change your vote if you want to. Guess my favorite Catalina Crunch flavor. Sorry for this repeat, but clearly there was a glitch, because on my side it was only showing that 4 people had voted in the poll, and that just did not seem correct to me. So is it fruity? Is it chocolate peanut butter? Is it blueberry muffin? Or is it cinnamon toast? All right, right back at you guys. Just drop your vote in like you did before. YouTube was playing tricks on me, I guess, because I could not see anything more than 4 votes that came in. All right, Hate Made Buddy Mac. Okay, definitely voted for chocolate peanut butter, then just drop it right in as you did before. Berry, X Strengths, Just 710, SM, oh, it must be SM. I'm gonna go to your channel to double check. No, it's SMD Hen. I thought it might have been SM. Different user. Christine Wisdom 3004, good to see you. Leah, Catalina Crunch is a cereal. It was showing 4 votes on my side too. I know, but then when as you can see above in the chat, when it dropped the results down into the chat, it says 125. So I don't know what's going on here. Now it's showing 14 votes, and I think hopefully it's going up. Lisa voted, amazing. Ooh, Martin Sanchez is eating a huge salad right now. I want to copy you and do the same thing. That sounds great. Tommy Brown, hello. Tommy Brown Jr., how are you? Happy Friday. X Strengths, I'm vegan. Sass, hello Sass. So much tofu, gotta love it. Alex Flood, good to see you. All right, I see. Alex Flood, should I? Oh no, oh, Alex Flood. Sorry to hear that. Should I cover my pink eye with an eye patch or risk having to walk the plank because I look like a pirate? That's tough. I'm trying to think what I would do if I had pink eye, because it's like not a critical condition, but it just is visually not nice. I'm just gonna go with a very like cop-out kind of answer. I think you should do whatever feels best. If people think an eye patch is strange, who cares? And thank you. I almost forgot. And thank you for the super chat. Tommy Brown Jr., yes, happy Friday. T-Rex, blueberry muffin for sure. Leah, you can never heard it, lol. Oh, Liverpool, I mean, fair enough. I really enjoy all the teams in the Premier League, so I'm not like, I hate this team, I want them to lose, I want them to get relegated. Like, if Liverpool did great this past season, and then Man City was crushing it before that, I'm like, okay, you guys were clearly the best, you won. It's not gonna, there's no reason to get so upset about it. Yes, Alex Flood says Back to the Future. Yabba Dabba Doo says, come on, Hannah, YouTube can't count. I'm still 50 plus on the crown scale. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. No time to rest, says Tommy Brown Jr. Leah. Let's get 100 likes. We can definitely get there. I think we can. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my skillet over here and start getting this tofu mashed up so you guys can see it. Oh my gosh, James. Oh my goodness. Happy Friday to you. How is life over there in Cambridge, if I'm remembering correctly? Hope you're doing well. Richard Cushing. Up at the villa, nice. Whenever I wear this jersey, it always brings out fun comments in the chat. Okay, tofu time. I know some of you haven't seen the tofu that I like to prep. I make a little tofu scramble. I would say it resembles scrambled eggs. Obviously it's not the same, but I like it. So I use this brand, it's called mintofu.com for some reason. This is soft tofu because it breaks down easier than firm. It's easier to scramble. And this is my home state of Minnesota in the United States. For those of you who don't know what Minnesota looks like, it's one of the 50 states in the USA, and this is what Minnesota looks like, which is where I'm based. Thank you, Danny Williams. But I don't like you. I love you, says Tommy Brown Jr. Do you still miss playing football as a young girl? Not really, no. I feel no need to play football as an adult. Like, it was very much a school thing. Like, I played for my middle school, I played for my high school, I played club soccer in college, and then after that I was so busy, and obviously you have to start working a job, and I found that, okay, outside of my 9-to-5 job, there's very limited time I have for a ton of things I could do, and playing soccer for just a recreational league did not come close to like my top 10 things I would prefer to do in my limited free time outside my job. So I just feel no need to play soccer anymore as an adult. It just wouldn't be fun. But I look back fondly. I have really great memories from playing soccer from, I think I started at age 4 or 5, and then I played all the way up through the end of college, so age 22. So most of my life I have played soccer. Tyler, good to see you. Minnesota is snowy and the people kind of sound Canadian. Yes, that is true, because I remember, well, I've been to Canada twice, and I remember both times thinking when I crossed into Canada, because both times I just drove up there because Minnesota is pretty close. I remember thinking, wow, nothing feels that different except there's some French I'm seeing on signs and menus, and things are in metric units, like kilometers instead of miles on the road signs. And the currency is different because it's the Canadian dollar. But in terms of just talking to people up there in Canada, I could have been in Minnesota or probably somewhere in the Midwest, because they sounded like people here. Danny Williams, hello, good to see you. Is it Weird District? Weary District? Pascal Jerome, hello, you're a member. Love to see it. I got some members content, man. I keep saying this. I've been backlogged this week. I apologize, but I've got a little members short I want to post. It's just some goofy clips of my parents' dog, Rocket, who's absolutely insane in the best way. He does live up to his name. James says England ladies won the Euros. Congratulations. I was about to say, what about the American women? But if it's Euros, we wouldn't have been there. Nick is here. Great to see you, Nick. Weird District. I don't know how to say your name. I'm not Canadian, no. I'm Minnesotan, which is basically southern Canada. We share a border with Canada to the north, and I've found that in all my interactions with Canadians in my life, they seem the same pretty much as Americans. They sound the same as people from Minnesota, at least. So I'm not Canadian, but I wouldn't mind having property in Canada. I think Canada is a pretty sweet place. I love the climate. I think the people are great. Y'all have universal health care, which is something we don't have here in the United States. All right. Christian Torres, welcome back. Saludos. T-Rex Canada. Ay, yes. Javid. In London, you got twin sisters. I don't have twin sisters. I have a sister. She does look like me. And people do ask if we're twins. Oh, you guys, I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten much today. Have a wonderful day, thank you. Out in space. Benjamin P, are you asking about the trivia question? I don't know what that is. Hello, witch doctor. Whenever I don't know what something is, I'm a little sus, because there's always people on here trolling and trying to get you to say a word trap. So I leave it at that. Happy life. I actually do not think you look alike, but that's me. My sister and I have had many conversations about this. We love when people ask if we're twins. I mean, you can definitely tell that we're related. I would say our genetics played out fairly similarly between my sister and me. I mean, she's a little shorter than me, but I would say complexion is pretty much the same. We both have freckles, we have dark hair, we have brown eyes. Yeah, I would say it's just, you can definitely tell we're siblings. But I don't think if I was a stranger, I don't think I would speculate that me and my sister are twins. Because I think there's enough ways that we have grown apart as we've gotten older in terms of our appearance. But when you look at photos of us when we were kids, 100%, I would think we were twins when we were kids. Benjamin Pei I. Smooth player. My name is Hannah, and that is all I'm gonna give you. Back to the Future, happy life. I would tell her you are the cool sister. Nice. Hello, Back to the Future. Okay, quiz question for you. Which US state does not have a natural lake? You've got me thinking. Which one would it be? I kind of want to say it's Hawaii, but I'm gonna go with Hawaii. Let's just say Hawaii. Taurus is here. Yes, Chelsea. Woo! All right, Yabba Dabba Doo. My guess is Hawaii. I'm gonna guess that Hawaii does not have a natural lake, because in my brain it's like Hawaii formed as like a, I don't know, like some kind of land mass, and it's like, it's not that big. But now I'm thinking like, I'm sure Hawaii has some kind of natural lake, but that's where my logic went. What kind of things would get you angry in real life? Great question, Tyler. I would say, what kind of things would get you angry in real life? Well, I'll say this. So in Minnesota, hold that thought. I'm gonna check on my cauliflower. All right. Oh yeah, still needs plenty of time. Timer. Okay. So I would say one thing that has driven me nuts. Living in Minneapolis, Minnesota legalized marijuana 2 years ago, I believe. And I have to breathe in marijuana smoke so often. I wouldn't say it's every day, but I would say it's most days of the week I have to breathe in marijuana, and it's usually when I'm out in the city somewhere, going for a walk, going for a run, like I'm trying to like get outside, get fresh air, be healthy, do some exercise, do some cardio, and then I'm just breathing in like a big old cloud of someone's marijuana smoke, and I just am like, God, I hate having to smell this everywhere I go. And so that, I don't know, I wouldn't say I get super angry about it, but it just, I personally was not thrilled when it was legalized. That's just me. I see reasons why they legalized it, but I still am just, I don't like having it everywhere. So that's one thing I don't like that can get me angry. I would say a big one, maybe even bigger than the marijuana smoke, is when you have people in public places like a library, a movie theater, a coffee shop, where clearly there's people around who are trying to focus on something, read a book, working on their laptop, and then you have people who are just, they're like talking super loud, being super obnoxious, and they either are not even, like, they're super clueless and they're just being super distracting, or they just don't care. They're basically like, yeah, well, I'm in a movie theater, but I'm gonna have this long conversation with my friend because I just want to have it and I don't care if it's distracting. Like, people who are super disruptive in public spaces, and it's affecting your ability to enjoy whatever it is or focus. It's like, oh my God, like, can you have some people who don't have common courtesy in public spaces or like social settings drive me insane, because I'm like, Get with the picture. Come on. Like, it's not that hard to be a polite person. So that really gets under my skin because I'm typically not the person who will just turn around and be like, can you be quiet? It's like, but I actually do appreciate the people who it's like enough is enough. Someone's got to say something because this person is being so rude, so distracting, and they're bothering everyone here. Yeah, that might be my biggest pet peeve. T-Rex, which island in Hawaii? I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna guess Hawaii because Yabba Dabba Doo's question was guess which state, not which island of Hawaii. Does everyone keep referencing Back to the Future? Because that's a moderator in here. RH. Happy Life Back to the Future is a mod. Yep, got it. Tremendous. Hello, sassafras. Banana sugar cakes are the best. That sounds like it would be very sweet. Peaceful Habitation. Yes, Lisa. Oh, Peaceful Habitation is where it's at. Peggy Heke Lopez. Sorry, Peggy Heke Oliveira Lopez. Welcome back. T-Rex says, oh, Johnny, yes, Gus. I'm eating homemade salsa. Yum. Oh, that sounds so good. Boru, the weather here in Minneapolis is very dark and stormy. We had some really intense thunder and lightning and just like driving rain a couple hours ago. I think there was even some hail because I was in the car with my mom driving around and she actually like ducked for cover. She drove into this underpass and just hung out there because she's like, oh no, that sounded like hail on the roof and on the windows. So we had some intense storms earlier tonight and it looks like it's gonna be raining and thunderstorming all weekend, which is okay. I don't really have much planned other than watching Premier League soccer and working on a YouTube video I gotta get posted for Monday. So some rainy weather is not the worst thing. Martin Sanchez. I had a dream that I was kissing a rose potato. All right. Yabba Dabba Doo says, actually sounds like nice add-on for your 24-hour ask you a quiz question. Yeah, you guys should come to my 24-hour live stream and like come prepared with trivia questions for me and see how I do. I could even have like a scoreboard where I keep track of how well I'm doing. Tyler Red is asking, do you wish you had more siblings? I'm so happy. I don't think I would go back and change anything because I'm very pleased with how my life has panned out until this point. Age just about 32. That's going to be my age next month. I'll turn 32. I wouldn't go back and change anything, but I've always wondered what it would have been like having a brother and what. So it's like obviously I know what I look like. I know what my sister looks like, but I'm curious to know what like the male version of our features would have looked like in one or more brothers. So it's like curiosity about what a brother or brothers would look like, and even just the dynamic, because it was so like me and my sister are both female, like it's just like you're very much on the same page, because it's like, well, I'm going through this as a female, you're gonna go through the same thing, and we can bounce. It's just like you have such a shared experience versus like I feel like with a brother you couldn't share as much stuff just because it's like, I don't know, they're a guy and they're significantly different than you because they're not also female. So I wouldn't wish for more siblings, but I guess just in another lifetime or in another space dimension or time dimension, it would be cool. Parallel universe, that's what I'm talking about. In a parallel universe, if I could just kind of peek over and see, it would be cool to see what one or more brothers would have been like in my household. Barry White doesn't know what Catalina Crunch is. It's my favorite breakfast cereal, and where did I put it? Wait, where the heck did I just put 3? Oh, I put them under here. I think. I'll show you. This is Catalina Crunch. You all should try it. It's so delicious. It's a very high protein, high fiber, 0 grams of sugar cereal, and it actually tastes good. I would say it's healthy, but it also tastes good. Because sometimes you can get something that's healthy, but it tastes horrible. All right, so I'm gonna maybe pause on mashing this after like a minute or so. And C says, I have a twin sister, totally 4 sisters. Oh my God. Oh man. See, yeah, like you must wonder, like what would it have been like to have a brother dynamic when you only have sisters? I think it would have been fun. I think I probably would have done similar, like my sister and I, we like crafted together, we played outside together, we really got along. I think it would have been fun having a brother or brothers. Liverpool better than Chelsea, says Boru. Oh no, Johnny Yeska, looks like you guys need some rain down there. Yikes. Also, I don't think I remember that you were in Missouri. I'm planning on visiting Missouri for the very first time next summer because you guys have a World Cup host city in Missouri. Kansas City is going to be hosting games, and I'm planning on going to Missouri to watch at least one FIFA World Cup game down there. All right, so I'm gonna set this on my stovetop. Just make sure I get all the sides scraped. I gotta get my cauliflower flipped so it doesn't burn. Okay, so I've mashed out all the soft tofu, the 3 containers. I'm gonna put this on my stovetop now. All right, and now let's see what the cauliflower looks like. Ooh, looking good. Crackle, crackle. So let me get this. Set it like that. Hopefully my countertop will survive. I'm gonna grab a fork and then flip these guys over just so they can get a little, ooh. I wonder if I might turn the temperature down a little bit. Yeah. Because I want them to like slow cook and not just get complete, yeah, they're getting a little, ooh, they're getting pretty dark. It can also be this baking sheet. This baking sheet roasts things so quickly, and I definitely don't want that to be the case here. So yeah, ooh, it looks like I overcooked them, which didn't happen the last time I roasted cauliflower. Yeah, let me open my oven a bit. Let some of this heat out of here. Yeah, these are very roasted, LOL. I'll still eat them though. Come on, cauliflower. Wave the red glove. Yes, I know, my very overused oven mitt. Okay, so I think I got it all turned around. For how big that cauliflower was, you'd expect there to be a little more florets on here, but whatever. NC says, I think having a brother would have been cool. Oh, it's Maryland, really? Okay, yabba dabba do. I'm surprised by that. Maryland has no natural lakes. Huh. Wow, never would have guessed that. Solideo Gloria, and C. Benjamin, mathematics. You can have some of what featured of your brother in your son's face when you have one. That is one way to kind of find out. Snarky comments. Roasted cauliflower. This this baking sheet in particular tends to get really hot and cooks things quickly. So these definitely got darker than I wanted them to. Whatever, it is what it is. I'll still eat it. But I flipped the cauliflower florets over and I'm gonna roast them for probably another 10 minutes, we'll see. This is gonna be pretty hot. Looks good, says happy life. And C, I think having a brother would have been cool. Absolutely, yeah. Lisa says, I wish I had a brother. Yeah, just, it's like the curiosity. When I talk to people and I see their dynamic with their brothers and I'm like, it seems fun. Nino Johnson is here. Excuse me. Andrew Falcon said hi. Tyler Red, the darker the baking dish, the more heat it will absorb. Food will get darker in a darker dish. Yes. That cooking sheet. I probably should have used my other one because things don't cook nearly as quickly on the lighter, smaller baking pan than the one I was using. Herman Quevedo, Yaman's Tube. I put olive oil on my cauliflower. Multi-UY4. Yikes. It's Lena. Hello. Johnny Eska says, you're going to be 32 next month and I'm going to be 42 next month. Woo! Remind me when your birthday is, Johnny Yeskas. Also, let me close this poll because I've kept it open long enough. But I want to write down Johnny Yeskas B-Day equals September something. Danielle is here. Welcome, Danielle. AJ. Rich has 2 brothers. Would you say you liked growing up with your 2 brothers, Rich? Guto Kowalski, hello. You support Chelsea, world champion. I like Chelsea too. It's a great team. Dago is here. The Ricker V. Oh, I got an older brother. It sucks. I mean, it's not always great with siblings. Brothers are cool to have when you're kids. Yes, I've thought that. I feel like a brother, whether or not he was, I guess if it was like baby brother, that's one thing. But I was thinking like, yeah, it'd be sweet having one or more brothers because I feel like they would always have my back. Like if someone was messing with me, if they were concerned about anybody, like my brothers would just roll on in and be like, you need to leave now. So that element would have been really fun. I think just like the adventuring and doing sports and ramming around, like that element would have been really fun with brothers. Did you and your sister ever fist fight growing up? Absolutely not. We were not allowed to fight. We did like have verbal arguments, but if my mom heard us, get this, if my mom heard us fighting, she would tell us to knock it off, and then if we didn't knock it off, she would force us to come into the living room and kiss each other on the mouth. And that was such a deterrent because we're like, ew, gross. And she's just like, you gotta do it if you're fighting, so I guess you guys shouldn't fight. And it was like great because it actually worked. So we were not allowed to fight, and then if there was some kind of argument and it was getting out of hand, she would do that. So we were basically forced to be friends. That sounds bad because my sister and I are very, very close. No one knows me better than her. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad we were raised the way we were raised, just not allowed to fight. Okay, trivia time. So the trivia results. Guess my favorite Catalina Crunch. I should have said cereal flavor. Oh well. Fruity got the most, 30%. It's not that. Cinnamon Toast got 29%. Also not that. I think that's my second favorite. Blueberry Muffin, 20%. It's not that. How did Chocolate Peanut Butter get only 19%? I mean, it's one off of Blueberry Muffin, but dang, it's Chocolate Peanut Butter. I'll show it to you guys who didn't see it before. This is my favorite flavor of Catalina Crunch. It's so great. It's protein cereal, 11 grams of protein per serving, 0 grams of sugar. Let's see, on here it has how much fiber? 9 grams of dietary fiber, which is a third of your daily value. No cholesterol, 150 milligrams of sodium. Yeah, this is what the nutrition label looks like on the back. Not that high in calories either. So it's just real. I love this stuff. I eat it every day. Rich, Manish Kumar, Back to the Future says hi to Danielle, Russ Larson, Johnny Yescas. Oh, I gotta keep track of this. You're September 8th. That's coming. Oh man. Very exciting. My son will be born on the 9th. Oh my God, how cute is that? You guys are basically birthday buddies. Friend like done. Thank you, AJ. Danielle says hi to Back to the Future. I look like Angelina. I don't think I've gotten that before. Manish. Tech Mojo. I can be your stepbrother. Russ Larson. Your name is Quentin. Okay. The Ricker V says we had fist fights. Never would have happened. No wrestling. Me and my twin sister would always wrestle. I don't think so. Not that I can remember. I just feel like that was not something we did. Guto says, Hannah Dunlop, how was your day? It was a good day. It was tiring. I had a writing training, I guess, at work. And then I had a health appointment, and then I came back. It was raining super intensely, but it was overall like a good day. Eliezer Nunez, thank you. Steven, hello. Ace Variants, do you watch Wrestle something? I don't know what that is. Savage Squirrel. What is the sugar substitute in Catalina Crunch? So this is made, what makes it taste sweet is stevia extract and monk fruit. So those are the two sweeteners that they use to make it taste sweet but not have a bunch of processed sugar. Drunken Chef Barbecue, hello. Nice to hear that, says Guto Kowalski. Ace Variant says yummy food. I think I got to everybody here. Thanks for subscribing. Yes, you guys were at 10.3K. I've already gotten adjusted to the 10K, but I kind of don't want it to just become a, I don't know, like a throwaway thing where I'm like, it took a lot of work to get to 10K. It's really cool to see that number under my channel. Please remember to hit that like and share this out if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Drunken Chef BBQ. Let's do it, Ace Variant. Sam is back. Good to see you. Sauce and Sam. How was your Friday? Skill at Brandau. Do you like shopping? For certain things. I like grocery shopping. I don't like clothing shopping. Brian is here. Hello. Love the Jersey. Cassidy, how have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Does your sister also call you Chica? She calls me Hanabi. I call her Chica. She calls me Hanabi. Brian, blue really brings out your eyes. Thank you. Johnny Eska says, it feels like it's been forever since I got to enjoy your stream. Well, I'm glad that you're here. No pressure to come on the 8th, but when it's getting closer, I want to remember to, whatever live stream day is closest to before your birthday, I want to wish you a happy birthday. And you're 10 years older than me. 42. Very cool. Rich is waving to Cassidy. Yes, it's so good to see you, Cassidy. Skill at Brandau. I do know Brazil. Over here eating Lay's dill pickle chips and drinking Pepsi. Nice, Danielle. Sounds taste. I can taste both of those things. Sam, I posted on your channel. Wait, I posted you on my channel since I became a member. Cool. Thank you. Do you have a lot of friends in real life? I do, and they happen to be all over the place. So I would say here in Minneapolis, I have two, like aside from family, because I see my family all the time, I've got two close friends from high school here. I also have two friends, I would say they're pretty close from graduate school, because I did my master's degree here in Minnesota. But then like, man, Most of my friends are either abroad in Europe, other friends who aren't in Minnesota. These are like college friends and study abroad friends. They are living abroad in Europe or in Washington, D.C., or in New York City. So it's either East Coast of the United States and overseas. So I would say I've got like a nice like little circle of friends here in the Twin Cities metro area, but most of my friends don't live in Minnesota just because of going to undergrad in Connecticut and then living overseas and working in Washington, D.C. for a few years. Arsenal is winning it this year, says Brian. Savage squirrel. Are shoes allowed in the house? So I have people leave their shoes at the door. In other words, no. Back to the Future says hi to Cassidy. Sam says no problem. I really appreciate it. Cassidy says hi to Back to the Future. Hope you're having an awesome Friday. Yeah, Cassidy, how was your week? Any fun plans for the weekend? I thought blueberry, but at the moment I have a mountain of raspberries. Do you want any? That would be lovely, but you're so far away. Yabba dabba do. Jonas, no, I don't do any modeling. She's a model for Chelsea, the mascot, says Brian. Definitely not the Chelsea mascot. Bye, Johnny. Yes, Goss. Thank you for telling me your birthday. I will keep that in my mind. What did I study in college? Savage squirrel. So I was a double major. I majored in political science and German language. Cassidy says, Hannah, I went through... Wait, what? Cassidy, what? Remind me, why were you here? That's so cool. Oh my God. What did you think? I mean, maybe you didn't stop for that long, but that's so cool. You were here. All right, just checking my cauliflower, guys. Oh, this is just cooking way too fast. Oh no. Anyways, let me bring this guy over here, my big old tofu pan, and start just stirring this a bit. It takes a long time to stew the tofu, but I don't mind. Okay, I see Back to the Future saying, yes, Cassidy, and I hope you're having a wonderful Friday too. Tyler Red. Oopsies. Do you speak any Ethiopian languages? No, I don't speak, sadly, I don't speak Amharic, which is the main official language over there. I don't speak Oromo, I don't speak Tigray, I don't speak Sidamo. No, I wish my dad had taught me, he just did not. He didn't speak to me in Amharic. My parents only spoke to me in English. So sadly, nope, that would be such a cool skill, but I don't speak Amharic or any other Ethiopian languages. I speak English, German, and some Spanish. Okay. Jesus is one always. I'm Ethiopian, cool. DJ Fly. Rich says yes, Cassidy. Cassidy is everywhere. Yeah, wait, did Cassidy say... Okay, I really want to know why Cassidy was here in my city today, around noon today. How cool. Brian says, but I have a question. If Chelsea asked you to be the mascot or advisor for Chelsea, will you do it? Probably not, no, because I wouldn't want to have to relocate across the Atlantic Ocean and have a home base in London. I think London is a cool city. Obviously, I love Chelsea, but I've spent enough time away from Minnesota. I don't like being away from home for that long, so I would decline if Chelsea reached out to me. I'm trying to think of any situation where I would actually accept. I would have to have some kind of allowance where they allowed me to fly home to Minnesota like at least once a month to like see family, because I don't like being away. I even don't like being away from the United States that much, or that long rather. DJ Fly, Guto, another tasty meal. Yes, Tyler Red. It is usually the mothers who pass on the cultural languages. I know, it's so stereotypical, and I completely agree with you, Tyler Red. I would say if my parents had been flip-flopped, so my mom is a white American lady and my dad is a black guy from Ethiopia. If you had switched them where my mom was the Ethiopian and my dad was the white American, I am like, there is no doubt in my mind that my Ethiopian, and I feel like this is roasting my dad, but honestly, I think his culture is just very traditional, and like men do certain things and women do certain things, and that's just the way it is. And the women are the like homemakers, they're the caretakers, they cook all the food. Even in like Ethiopian church, like the men and the women sit apart. I mean, I think there might be some churches where they're a little more chill, but it is very old school in his culture, which it's just like, it's old AF. It's like, Ethiopians are referenced in the Bible, okay? Like they're very old people and they're very traditional. So I would say yes, if my mom had been the Ethiopian of the two, 100% she would have made sure I was fluent in Amharic, and she would have for sure made sure that I could prep, like I could make Ethiopian food properly, because it's the women who do the cooking and they pass recipes and they teach their daughters how to cook Ethiopian food. So what can I do? That's not the reality of my family, but it would have been cool to speak Amharic. David says food. Oh my God, whoa! Sorry, I read Cassidy's comment, but I gotta make sure I get to everybody. Danicho, good to see you. Danielle says, you need to get that whiteboard, Hannah. What you making? I know. I'm making tofu scramble, and then I've got cauliflower roasting in the oven. It's gonna be very dark. Ashok, thank you for loving the channel. Thank you, Manish Kumar. Gianna Forever, how are you? Gianna Forever, good to see you. Cassidy says, I'm starting another job and told my new company I want a week of vacation before starting. Seattle, Washington. Okay, that's so cool. Were you, let me guess, did you have like a layover in Minneapolis, St. Paul airport? Also, exciting that you're starting a new job, Cassidy. Congratulations. Thank you, Kevin Garner. Congratulations, Cassidy. Yes, congratulations are in order for Cassidy. I think it's really exciting starting new jobs. Aussie in Thailand. That's cool. How are you liking Thailand? Kevin Garner saw you. Brian says, really, Hannah, it's like your whole month pay in a day, them paying you or double the times. Yes, but money certainly is not everything. You have to think about your happiness too, and people, your community, and what you're leaving. Congrats on the new job, Cassidy. How's Seattle, Washington? Yeah, that is major. Jesse McMullen, Kevin, Cassidy says, thank you, Rich. I'm gonna have your kind of hours now, 6 a.m. to 2:30. Whoa, Cassidy, okay. That's a switch up from your current, like what you had been doing. Let's see what these guys are doing. Okay. Looking promising, guys. Let's haul this tofu over here and give it another stir. Oh wow, Cassidy twinning. DJ Fly said hello. Mackenzie Darbone, Danicho from Argentina. It's -3? What? Where in Argentina are you? Although you guys are in the southern hemisphere, so right now it's your winter. That makes sense. I always just think, okay, South America equals hot weather, but that actually now is making sense in my head. I forget that things are flip-flopped between the hemispheres. All right, let's get this back on. You will get used to the new hours, Cassidy, trust me. Oh man. Danicho, mind your own business. Dope jersey says slow Yota for runner. Yes, this is an old, I mean, several years old, but old Chelsea jersey. They play either tomorrow or, well, let's just look this up. I kind of don't want to though because I don't want to ruin the Liverpool game. So I'm not going to look it up. Vic 2P is in Los Angeles. Hello, Vic. Looks like your user profile name or picture is MW. Okay, it's MW. Hello, MW. The channel is great. Thank you, Pascal. Thank you very much. Sushi is my style. Hello. Cassidy says, I had a sleeper room Amtrak. Ooh, it was a lot of fun. I got to see a lot of states. Wow, Cassidy, I don't think I've ever been on Amtrak. Maybe once, but I can't remember for sure. Instagram, WMM. Let's see if your channel name is different. I like to kind of check and see if I'm saying you right. WMM. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube channel name. So if you go to Instagram and you search for Hannah and Health, all one word, you will find me on Instagram. Same profile picture as my YouTube channel. Yes, Danielle, agreed. It sounds so exciting for Cassidy. Danicha says south of Argentina was very cold. Oh my gosh. Bye, Eliezer Nunez. Have a lovely evening. Araparos, good to see you. Leary Alb said hi. Cassidy says, Rich, I sure hope so. I'm going to miss the late night hours though. Yabba says, any thoughts on the Minnesota Vikings having 2 male cheerleaders in their lineup? I think go for it. Just think of the high throws. I think it's fine. I mean, it's like, let's not kid ourselves and think that there's no guys out there who want to join the cheerleaders, like with any franchise, not just the Vikings. I think it's really cool. And I'm sure there's some crazy talented male cheerleaders who wish they could be, well, now they can be, but I'm sure for decades, there have been super talented male cheerleaders or male dancers, like just male athletes, who would have been great, but there just was never a spot for them. So I think it's fine. I mean, let's be real. We have male roles in so many sports that are like dancing and more artistic sports. Like I think of ice skating, ice dancing, gymnastics. I mean, they have to do artistic elements with gymnastics. There is like an element of dance and artistry. So I just feel like it's fine. Like why should there be male cheerleaders? Alberto Godoy, hello. Gutukowski, Danicho es mi vecino, cool. 44 Carbine said hi, welcome back. Traveling R, happy Friday, hope the week wasn't too exhausting. No, it wasn't too exhausting, but it was exhausting. And I'm planning on having a pretty dang chill weekend, watching Premier League soccer. Hannah, I don't play music on here because of copyright. Okay, Gordon Ramsay asked you to be his vegetarian chef for his restaurant in England or Las Vegas. I would never want to live in Vegas. I've been there once. That was enough for me. And I would never move to England. So I'd be like, Gordon, I love you. You're one of my all-time heroes. I'm obsessed with you, but I can't be your vegetarian chef. Sorry. You'd have to open up a restaurant here in Minneapolis for me to accept the job. Pascal. I do 8 p.m. on weekdays, Pascal. Oh, Rich, thank you so much. I just want to make sure I get to everybody and then I'll reply to your super chat. Chris Ayala, yes, doing well. Hope you are too. Sir Johnny Bravo, great to see you. Must be quite early wee hours for you over there. Hola Besa from Argentina. Hola Alberto. Hannah, can you dance? I would say so. I'm not amazing, but I think I'm okay. I did do dance growing up. I did jazz, tap, lyrical, and ballet. Guto Kowalski, en serio, ¿de dónde eres? That's funny. Sir Johnny, about male cheerleaders sounds like Magic Mike. I don't think it's quite the same thing. Sir Johnny, okay, that was you. I I was just thinking, wait, something just, let's see. Oh no. Oh, dance. That was gonna be my trivia question for my next poll question. All right. KJ from Asia, way to kick back, says travel and art. Yes, you gotta. And also the weather is gonna be super stormy. I feel like when it's like dark and rainy and cloudy and you shouldn't be outside if there's like a bunch of lightning. It's just like more motivation to be like, all right, I'm gonna be productive inside. I'll keep it cozy. Like, yeah, I do love the cozy weekends. Class 21, how are you checking in after work? How was work today and this week? From Asia, Danicho. All right, here we go. Thank you so much. So very much, Rich. You are awesome. And yes, I'm loving this Friday night vibe. It's such a lovely way to wind down from the week. Danicho, no hablo portugués. Sí, Danicho, hablo portuñol. Sounds like Spanish and Portuguese combination. Brian, David Goggins asking you to go on an adventure with him for like a year. No, I wouldn't do a year away. No, I just know I know what I'm willing to do and what I'm not willing to do at age 32. Oh my gosh, yay! NC, you said 5 memberships. Thank you so much. It looks like The Dowdy Show, Kelly Kotovin, Marco Glazer, Suit Cure, and onlyme.com. Yes, amazing. Thank you so much, NC, for gifting memberships. More motivation. Got to get the member content train rolling. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to quickly grab my cauliflower. Ooh, it got pretty roasted. It's kind of skirting the edge between roasted and burned, but it's just enough of like a crust on it, and it doesn't look black. It actually looks dark brown. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna set it over here. I wanted to say a big thank you to NC again. Let me make sure to do that. NC, thank you so much for adding 5 new members to the channel. Gotta love it. Woo! Thank you so much. Danisha, haha, mezclado. Peter Bells from LA, nice. How's life in Los Angeles, City of Angels? Do you like art or do any artwork? I don't do any artwork, I would say, but I love art. I love going to art museums. Any city that I travel to, I make a point of hunting down the #1, maybe the #2 art museum, and I just will spend like hours. Just, if it's a big museum, I just try to like roam as much of the galleries as I can. Rice pudding, is that your pan frying or ventilation system? It is the tofu frying over there. So let me add another poll question before I forget. Dance. Okay, which type of dance did I love most as a kid? Is it tap, jazz, ballet, or lyrical, contemporary? Boom! I feel like I asked this before, but it might have been like many, many months ago. So let's see what you guys think. Mahi775. Also, are you guys seeing the trivia question? Okay, 1, 2. I just feel like YouTube has been a little slow to the jump. Is that the phrase? And C said, hi. Yes, new members. I love this. Thank you. Tyler Red, what do you think of Haile Selassie? Very fascinating historical person. So for those of you who don't know, Haile Selassie was the last emperor of Ethiopia. There was so my dad is from Ethiopia. Let me back up. This is relevant to my life because my dad was born in Ethiopia in August of 1958. And at the time, Ethiopia was an empire. And they had an emperor, Haile Selassie, who is like he's like the figurehead of the whole Rastafari movement. They believe he was the Messiah. So there's kind of that offshoot, but like within my dad's like life. So he grew up in Ethiopia, born in the 50s, and then in 1970, I think it was 74. I'll have to check. But in the 70s, when my dad was like 16, so that would be 1974, there was a communist revolution, crazy times, and they overthrew Emperor Haile Selassie, and eventually they did kill him, but yeah, so my dad at 16, whenever I'm having a bad day or I'm complaining about something here in my like very nice life here in the United States, I just am like, man, my dad lived through a communist revolution when he was 16. Crazy. Like it was just very violent, like lots of people died. It was just a horrible, horrible chapter of Ethiopian history. So the thing is, it's like people had strong feelings about Haile Selassie. A lot of people were happy that he got overthrown. They're like, we're backwards. We need to get rid of this monarchy. But I mean, what followed was just like chaos, destruction, starvation, mass executions, just very, very sad. So, I mean, it reminds me a lot of Russia because like they had a monarchy that was overthrown and it was pretty brutal. So, I don't know. I mean, I think like Haile Selassie is just a really fascinating historical figure. I feel like there were things he did great, things he didn't do so great based on what I've read about him. I think it is sad the way that he, was overthrown and then eventually killed. But that is how history goes, especially the farther back you go. Great question, Tyler. I love history, and especially 20th century, like Cold War history. So my jam. Gute Kowalski Hannah, I speak German. Achtung. Okay, nice. Back to the Future. Hannah is so resilient. I do my best to not be a wuss. My parents did not tolerate wussy behavior. Pascal, I don't talk about my religious views on here. So, I mean, I got nothing against religion and all the religions that are out there, but I just personally, because it can be a very touchy subject, and I just avoid that on YouTube. Thank you, David Wright, and welcome. You're new. Save the cauliflower just in time. I know, Sir Johnny Bravo. I'm, skirting the line with well done, well roasted and burned. I think it's just on the side of roasted. Joey iCloud said hi. Tyler Red says cauliflower looked fine. Even when the food gets black, it may not taste burnt. Yes, I agree. Devi Lal. My name is Hannah. Let's see. I've fallen behind, so let me try and get caught up. KJ, thank you. Sir Johnny Bravo, do you dance better before or after a drink? I think I'm fine either side. XLLY from Saudi Arabia. Play Battlefield 6. I've never heard of that game before. Axe's Gang. You get to be Taylor Swift's new manager or assistant anywhere she goes. No, I want to live my own life. I don't want to be someone else's assistant following them around. I love her. I think she's amazing. But I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for somebody else. Yeah, but I would do out of interest. Apart from fire smoke alarms, do you have fire extinguishers or fire blankets? I don't know about fire blankets. I'm going to say no, but I do have fire extinguishers. And see, I want to say Jazz. I will let you know in a little bit. Guta Kowalski, I guess you like to dance Macarena. Okay. XLLY from Saudi Arabia. You are very beautiful and kind. Your sister is from Saudi Arabia? My sister Rachel is definitely not, but maybe you're referring to a different sister. Ethiopia was the first ever empire. I don't know. Was it? Ooh. Ooh, that tofu cooked quickly. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. Happy with what I'm seeing. Was it the first empire? I feel like that's not true. There's gotta be older ones then. I mean, it is old. It used to be called Abyssinia and now it's Ethiopia. But yeah, I mean, that empire went back a long time. Okay. Guto Selassie is loved in Jamaica, of course. Yes. Do you want $10,000? Who wouldn't want $10,000? I don't think anyone's gonna just say no. Pascal, yeah, Ethiopian lion, big up. Yep, gotta love it. Andre Board, fit check. So I'm wearing, this is probably 7-8 years old at this point, but this is an old Chelsea jersey. It's no player in particular, it's just like a fan jersey. And I bought this, I think in 2018. No, wait, no, I bought this in London. Let me take that back. I bought this on a trip to London with a good college friend of mine who I was roommates with for 3 years. We traveled to London. Oh man, this was in April of 2017, so 8 years ago now. She and I visited Stamford Bridge, which is the stadium where Chelsea plays, the home stadium. And we went to the gift shop and I bought myself a Chelsea jersey. So this is from April of 2017. This was like the current jersey or kit, as you guys would say. Fit check, and then let's see, I'm just wearing actually some shorts because I've got my AC on and it's a little chilly in here. Ben Osmond, I do like Chelsea. Rich with all the members emojis, thank you so much. Mahi, Back to the Future with the tofu and zombie emojis and the cherry emoji down below. 1977, yes. So the revolution happened in 1974. He was humiliated. He was taken out of the palace, driven away in a Volkswagen Beetle. Mind you, he used to drive around in a Rolls Royce. So it was a very demeaning way to remove him. And then I believe they kept him imprisoned for years, and then eventually it was found that he had been killed. Lex the Lemon, KB Pro, Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes? I'm gonna go Tom Brady. Guto Kowalski, I remember that Ethiopia suffered from big starvation. Exactly. It's unfortunate, but the stereotype is think of all the starving people in Ethiopia, and it's just the babies that are just rib cage, bloated belly. It's very sad. Yeah, really rough times. Shiva Raj, doing good. Vinny Philly, thank you so much. Thank you, TK's Adventure. Lucas Star Norte, I'm glad you like the Chelsea jersey. I am a Chelsea fan. Benazmont. Shiva Raj, thank you. Black, oh, my contacts are getting dried out. Ooh, Blackichigo the cow. I did not watch Chelsea win the Club World Cup. Prince Suhuyin, Leaky. All right. Kurt Good is here. Faisal from Saudi Arabia. Hi, Ikoado. Hello, Bean Juice Bars. Punishers is back. Kurt Good. Always wanted to be a tap dancer. Punishers says hello, everyone. All right. Let me get my seasonings for this. NDIA. Thank you very much. All right, BRB, guys. So let me actually get my spinach. So I like to put spinach in this. I know that might sound odd, but I think it tastes really good. So I am going to get my spinach ready to go. And I've got, I just use this, I have this very basic Green Giant frozen spinach that I heat up. Nothing fancy. Brian says make some caramel popcorn for us. Faisal, Didier Drogba, of course. Chelsea, legend. Ooh, Kurt Good is having beets. Yummy. I love beets. This is not popcorn, Brian. Shiva Raj, I'm doing good. Punishers with the like. Hannah, I'm gonna have to rewatch the live later as my internet connection is horrible on the Amtrak. Have a great night. You too, Cassidy. Thank you for sharing your really exciting life updates. Safe travels. Enjoy Amtrak. Enjoy all the cities you're seeing. And I'm excited to hear about your new job once you've started. All right. Take care, Cassidy. Yes, like the tap dance is the answer. Yep. Bye, Cassidy. Frozen spinach. I know, so economical, you guys. I mean, not glamorous, but it's frozen spinach. I am gonna grab, so the way I like to do this, because I remember hearing on a podcast that it's so bad to heat things up in plastic because you're just getting all of the chemicals leaching off of the plastic. So what I do instead is I get the spinach out of the packaging. I'll show you. And so cut it. And then, I mean, yeah, it's still packaged in plastic, which sucks. But at the very least, I'm like, it's gotta be good to not heat it in plastic. So I just get it out of its packaging, and if I can get it out, oh, come on. I drop it into this little glass dish I've got, like this. So this is what it looks like when it's just like out of the plastic wrap. And then I heat this up with a plate on top for 6 minutes. Ooh. All right, so while that's going, I can start seasoning my tofu. So I'm just gonna eyeball the garlic powder. And then I do about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I can find my teaspoon. Where did I put it? No glory hunting. Frozen spinach. I had spinach earlier today. Nice, Kurtz. Edevex. I'm making curry tofu scramble with spinach in it, and I've also got some roasted cauliflower. That was the other thing. So veggie dinner. What else? Curry, turmeric, and paprika. You know what? I was gonna make some mint tea because I've been feeling tea lately, so I'm gonna make some tea as well and then have a nice little dinner. So this is turmeric, super good for you. Also, I love the flavor and I love the super bright yellow color that it gives to dishes. That's what it looks like. Black Ichigo the cow. I'm gonna go with Ronaldo always. KYTMK, like the blue shirt. Thank you, Kurt Good. Back to the Future said hi. Haven, your bestie, good to see you. Tyler Red, no glory hunting. Joe Baker, not a Chelsea fan, anything but a Chelsea fan. Okay. Sulex, doing good. How have you been? How was your week? Marisa said hi. So this is paprika, more beautiful color and great flavor, and then curry, of course. Ooh, I need some more curry. I did love tap dancing, but I kept falling off into the sink, says Yabba Dabba Doo. Kurt Good is a vegetarian. Sulex, what? Chelsea jersey, thought it was a welcome mat. Perfect for guests like Liverpool to buy their boots on after scoring. Oh yes, always gonna have the smack talk whenever there's a sports jersey involved. No surprise. So let's get this. I think I might need to set this on my stovetop just for a little bit more. It's like not fully cooked off the liquid. Is that paprika? Not on popcorn. This is, there we go. This is tofu, lovely tofu. Michael Schultz, good to see you. How was your Friday? How was your week? I think I need a little more curry still. I feel like the color isn't totally coming through. There we go. With new players, Kurt Good. Thank you so much, Kurt Good. Joe Baker, everyone just remember who the Invincibles were, the only team to get the golden trophy in the Premier League, and we had Thierry Henry, Ashley Cole, Patrick Vieira. Thank you, Kite MK. Joe Baker. What do you reckon of the Chelsea signings that have been made so far? Actually, you know what? I have not, when it's not Premier League season, like as of today, the season has started. When games aren't playing, I don't follow what's going on. I don't care for all the transfers and the signings and it's like the off-season stuff, the speculation. I just like purely watch it for the games, like the sport. So I have no idea what's been going on at Chelsea. Joe Baker. So this is looking well combined. I am going to set this back on my stovetop just to cook a little bit more. Okay, sushi is my style. Do you cook that for your man? I don't talk about my personal life on here. What? Tea? Ooh, no old age creeping on. Could be, I don't know. But tea is so good for you, and my channel name is Hannah in Health. I'm trying to be healthy. Black Ichiko, the cow, Imran, Sulex, doing great. Thanks, Hannah. Premier League kicked off today. Don't tell me. One rule for my chat is do not tell me the scores of games, please. My week was fine, plus I had today off, so I'm just being lazy today. Nice. Michael Schultz. Your smile is very cute. Everyone says Chelsea. It says Chelsea's in the title race with City and Liverpool. I don't think that's true. Could be, though. Thank you, Imran. How was your week? Plus, how was your dad's birthday? It was a good week, and celebrating my dad's birthday was really nice on Tuesday. Oh, Brian, please. Oh, guys, like for the future, please don't ruin game results for me. I don't want to hear them. Oh well, I'll still watch the game. So I'm gonna bring this back over here and chat L. Thanks, Joe. Disappointing. Hannah, what were we talking about? We were talking about Liverpool. But yeah, for the future, please don't tell me game scores, because I don't want to have it ruined for me. I had a biopsy today. Oh, Tyler, how did it go? That's right, you mentioned this on Wednesday. Did you get, I mean, I know biopsies can take a while, but do you have a sense of when they'll get back to you with the result? I know, right? NC, I was like, dang, I just said don't ruin the score. And then, well, maybe Joe missed my comment. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But this goes back to like the common courtesy rant I was going on earlier. Like just the common courtesy of don't say scores because people haven't seen the game yet. I do not like baseball, Nick. I don't like baseball. I don't like basketball. I really love soccer. That's my favorite sport. And then I love figure skating. I love gymnastics. I love track and field. I love tennis. Actually, that could be another poll question. Like outside of soccer, because everybody knows that I love soccer the most. But besides soccer, what sport is my favorite sport to watch? I really don't know because Liverpool is a monster side. That's way. All right, zigzag arrow, doing good. Hannah Bryan said he was joking. I need to like baseball. William Barry, I love watching you cook. I really don't know because Liverpool is the monster side. That's way. Who'll win the Ballon d'Or? Good question. I don't really know who's in contention this year. I'm guessing, what's his face? That kid from Spain, Lamine Yamal. I don't know who else would be in the running. Bring on the spinach, guys. I'm gonna heat up another spinach packet. So let's get that rolling. Chelsea, yes, you just told us it's tennis. Keaton Snavely, good to see you. Oh wow, you look amazing in blue. Thank you very much. I do like the color blue. The hospital will get back to me with the results of the biopsy in 12 days. Oh my gosh, okay, so that'll be a Wednesday then. I wanna mark this day. I'll just be thinking about you. Tyler Red. $7,209. Rating is crap. Biopsy results would be, what's the date today? 15, so the 27th. No, that's not right, is it? 12 days you said, so yeah, 27. On, which I think is a Wednesday. Wednesday, 8/27. All right, well, fingers crossed and wishing for a great result for you. Vex, Enzo Fernandez, Tyler Red, or the pathologist will tell them he needs a bigger sample. Gotcha. Chat, you're excited for tomorrow's games. Oh, I cannot wait, you guys. Like, there's something that just makes me so happy about Premier League. It's just the most wonderful thing. Your favorite sport is curling. Not true. Marco Solomons, Joe Baker, I'm not sure. Spinach will make you strong. I'm not left-handed, Keaton. You're seeing a mirror reflection. I wish so badly I was left-handed because I think lefties are so cool, but I am not left-handed, regrettably. You don't drain the spinach water out of it. I do. I don't enjoy the sport of curling. Even if it's at the Olympics, I don't like it. All right, let's get this second pack going. Get it open. And there. So here's the second block of spinach, frozen block of spinach. And this is gonna go in my microwave just like the last one. And I will heat it for 6 minutes. The dish is still pretty hot though. William Barry, women do love equestrian. I do love it, yes. How do you get through a hard time you don't think you will go through? Charlene Powell. How do I get through a hard time? I think about like people who have gone through the hardest things ever. And it usually blows my situation out of the water. So I'm like, I know I can get through this. It sucks. But if I just continue to move forward, the crappy time won't last forever. I will outlast this crappy time. Keaton is a lefty, nice. Erica Sares is here. No, Eric Casares, I think. Let me go to your channel. Eric, there we go. Eric Casares. I chose out of the box, something horse related. Eric, these are not cherry earrings. These are jingle bell earrings, actually. Saibu, Michael Schultz, that's right. We're in the right state of mind. Nice. I think it's cool that Chelsea's in the Champions League this season, Joe. I also love watching slalom. Me too. Back to the Future. Slalom is amazing. Oh, it's so dramatic. All right, I'm just gonna plate some of this up, guys, because why not? I can wait for the other spinach and eat it at a different time, but I'm gonna plate this up. Yum, yum, yum. Get lots of the good spinach. And put some cauliflower on here. So here's what the plate looks like. Darkest, I made curry tofu scramble with spinach. I'm gonna set this over on my stove top. And then I'm gonna quickly grab some cauliflower that I roasted earlier. BRB. And then to top all of this off, something I love to do is take some tahini, which is sesame seed paste, or I guess sesame seed butter. I don't really know what you would call it. Paste is probably the right thing. And then I just will drizzle it over whatever it is I'm eating, if it makes sense to add tahini to it, just for some extra flavor. And you know what? I don't think I salted the cauliflower. I totally forgot, so I'm gonna do that. BRB. Salt. Yum. All right, so let's eat some of this food because I'm hungry, guys. Did not eat much today. Geraldo said hi. Spencer Montgomery, sorry, I didn't see you until just now. Japanese username. Looks heart healthy. I'm doing my best. All right, JR Phillips, I see you. Eric is asking, how do you stay so fit and slim looking? Small portions or working out? Limited meals. I would say what works for me is working out every day. I either go running several miles, or I do high intensity interval training, HIIT training, or just go walking for like a few miles. So I exercise every day. And then I try to limit, I like sweet things, but I try to eat whole foods, vegan stuff. And then I just eat whenever I'm hungry. So if I'm not feeling super hungry for a particular meal time, I'll probably have something just to tide me over so I don't get super, super hungry. But I would call it like intuitive eating. I just eat when I'm hungry. Yabba Dabba Doo says, hate it when you start with a big pan of food and after cooking it's a teaspoon. Yep. Thank you, Brian. I'm happy with how it tastes. I see, job bless. Looks delicious, Hannah, thank you. Kenny Oldfield, Silent 12 Dumps says, I would love to eat chicken or cheese with you. Healthier than my Bang Bang Shrimp Soft Tacos. Those do sound great. Cal Bright. Yeah, I mean, I know people think that tofu is weird, but there are ways to prepare it that are so good. It is really delicious when you prepare it well. Roll Tide, I don't eat meat because I'm vegan. Job says my eating style is very similar. Interesting meal. It's a lot of stuff I love, so yeah. I don't know. I just will throw things together and I'm like, yeah, this looks like a meal. No mayo, no ketchup, Brian. I don't have either of those things and I don't like them. All right, a watch. Never heard of that before. Tyler asked, when did you turn vegan? Tyler, I went vegan when I was 18 years old. I'm now gonna be 32. So it's been 13 years. Gonna be 14 years ago that I went vegan. Got bitten by a vegan vampire. Yeah, I'm loving how this tastes. And I'm happy with the cauliflower. I was a little nervous with how roasted it got. How is the smoke from the wildfires? Michael Schultz, so the wildfire smoke has cleared out. It's been solid, like clear for probably a week now. Maybe some lingering haze here and there, but it's pretty much gone. Brian, I went vegan for health reasons. I'm not a nutritionist, Braden Webb. Egon Christie says, I don't eat red meat or fried foods. Neither do I. Sometimes I'll have like a one-off fried thing, but I try to stay away as much as I can because it just upsets my stomach and also makes me break out. Double W food, says Black Ichigo the cow. Thank you. All right. Let's polish this off. And then I'll add the spinach to the one that's in the microwave. I'll add it to the stir fry pan. CJ McRae, good to see you. Adrian Farias, no, this is tofu, spinach, and cauliflower. Laura My Tunes, great to see you. How have you been? How was the first few days or weeks? It was actually really easy because my dad's culture has a lot of vegan dishes in their cuisine, so I just ate a lot of his food. And there's actually a lot of things you just, like, you grow up in the United States, I feel like meat is center stage with food, but you find that there's actually a lot of stuff you can eat that's vegan. Johnny Theva says, hey Hannah, are you on a keto diet? I wouldn't say keto, because keto is like, I mean, there's perks to the keto diet. I think it's like very little grains, low, what is it? I think it's emphasizing protein and low carbs and sugar. So I feel like there's some overlap with what I eat, but I wouldn't say I follow a keto diet. William Barry says, I'm bad, I love red meat and fried food. That's okay. You eat whatever you feel like eating. It's your body. So I feel like no one should force people to choose what they have to eat. TJ McRae says, I was working in an elderly woman's yard all day. Sounds like a tiring day. AMR, especially fast food restaurants, are mostly chicken and beef. Yes, that is true. Sulex is back. Nice. I'm gonna just grab some more of my dish. Oh, this is so good. So good. CJ McRae, I'm curious, were you just doing like yard work, like cutting down a tree? Thank you, Brian. Laura, I'm eating curry tofu scramble with spinach and some roasted cauliflower to go with it. Sounds good. Back to the Future. Shiva Raj, saw you. Laura My Tunes. Yeah, I really like it. Sulex, that looks healthy. Doing my best. Ooh. And HRA Brainerd, Minnesota this weekend. You mentioned this before. I NHRA. Brainerd. Oh, this is is it a racetrack? Oh, come on. Ugh. Google. Brainerd. Yes, International Raceway. How cool. Wow. I hope you have fun. That was, sorry, I'm losing my place. William, that was you. I'll watch is asking, who was your favorite male and female athlete? Mine was Kobe Bryant and Naomi Osaka. Ooh, boy. That's a tough one. Probably, I would say Cristiano Ronaldo for male. Female? I'm trying to like go through all the sports and pick one, which is so tricky. I don't know. Let's see. Laura says, have you heard of the low FODMAP diet? Yeah. I feel like it's similar to keto, but not quite the same. Beaver Sticks is here. When did you become a Chelsea fan? Probably when I was like 10 years old, even younger. Beaver Sticks and Breezy Point, love to hear it. You have to hear the Nitro Cars at least once in your life. I'll probably hear it. I don't know when though, William. I was pulling out weeds in the garden and moving the flower pot bricks and rolling out the tarp to cover the ground. Wow, sounds exhausting, but also really rewarding because you're helping someone with their yard. I can hear the track 23 miles away in Breezy Point. Really? Really? Okay. Yep, Michael Schultz. I grew up doing figure skating. I took lessons on Saturday mornings. I have a pair of ice skates here in my home. So yeah. I could do some cool tricks. I could do spins, I could do jumps. I can't, like I'm still okay on skates. Like I can skate around, but I can't do what I could when I was a kid. All right. Let's get this last bit. Pink Queen, I see you there. Oh, that did not work. Tyler Red, I'm between 5'4" and 5'5". I like to round up to 5'5". Randy Michael, Premier League started today, actually. There was a game today, but I will be watching games tomorrow. Tyler Red, Privyet, Walter Built, CJ McRae, I've been helping an elderly woman with yard work for 6 years now. That's nice. The quiz is quizzical. I see what you're trying to do there. All right, let me grab my spinach. Ooh. Which is hot. Michael Schultz, I've always enjoyed watching. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's so, like, it's so, yeah, nice to watch. Sulex, I've been a Liverpool fan since I was about 3. Cute. I went camping in Watersmeet in the Upper Peninsula. So grateful for our entire region. Spent some time up in Bayfield. Is that, well, I know Bayfield, Wisconsin, but I don't know if that's what you're referring to. Ale Mao, I've always enjoyed watching figure skating. W Soccer Top. Thank you, CL3. Go Chelsea. Yes, Randy. Love your jersey. Thank you. Off Shin Sean. Freckle Face. Yes, Chuck Davis. All right. Let's bring this over here. Woo. And then just get this. So I heated up some spinach. It's just like a freezer pack of, of spinach. Boom. Freckle face and a lot of attitude. Pascal says I'm 6'1". All right, get this spinach out of here. Whoop. All right, into the sink. Thank you, Beaver Sticks. I do love this jersey. Thank you, Jay Stark. Adidas doesn't want to cooperate with you. Not that I've heard, no, but I think it'd be fun. I like Adidas. Actually, the cleats I would wear whenever I played soccer were always Adidas cleats. Those ones fit me the best. How old am I? Chuck Davis, I am 31, gonna be 32 next month. Less than a month. I have a Chelsea shirt too, says Randy. TK's Adventures, I'm still cooking, yeah? I've been on here now for 2.5 hours somehow. I need to close this poll and let you guys know what the answer is. All right, what did people say? What did people say? Cal Bright, I need to eat more vegan food. It's healthy. Not all the time. I'll say this. There are definitely some pitfalls with the vegan diet. I would say there's a lot of processed foods that are technically vegan. There's a lot of vegan foods that have like loads and loads of sugar or these like weird chemicals in them. So I would say if you stick to whole foods or pretty unprocessed vegan food, it's healthy. But there's some pretty unhealthy vegan food too. So you gotta be vigilant. Because I think it's easy to just see that something is vegan and you're like, oh my God, it's vegan. And so that means it must be great for me. But there's vegan cookies, there's vegan potato chips, there's lots of vegan stuff out there that's, yeah, I would say it's not the healthiest. Okay, good night. Everyone says, Laura, my tunes. It's late and I'm tired. I am too, and I'm probably gonna hop off here pretty quickly. Sulek says, you missed what I wrote purposely teasing about Chelsea will be destroyed. Oh no, I heard it. I read it actually. Chuck Davis, I am already in my 30s. I'm 31, gonna be 32. Which type of dance did I love most as a kid? That was the second trivia question for you guys. So tap got the most votes, 34%. It was not tap. I actually didn't really like tap. 31% guessed ballet. That is correct. Ballet was my favorite of all the dance styles I took classes for when I was a kid. Woollyberry and Sulex picked jazz. 12 Max looks delicious. Thank you. Yes, Sulex, I exercise every single day. Thank you, DG. Matthias says Eminem. Ghost of Keith. Whole food, when I say whole food, it means like the food looks like it would if you found it in nature. So for example, like spinach, I mean, this is cooked, but spinach is gonna look like a green leaf out in nature. It'd be like eating an orange. You're gonna cook broccoli and potatoes, but like the whole food is like you haven't processed it and morphed it into like some kind of like item in the in the grocery store. Jinkia is here. Hello. I made some curry tofu scramble. I'm gonna season this a little bit more. I feel like it could have used a little bit more salt. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. Tofu and spinach and cauliflower. That's what I made tonight. How are you, Ajinkia? How's life? I do know how to code a watch. Todd Bookman. Hello, Todd. All right, Back to the Future is back. Apart from the Chelsea top, greetings from London. I understand not everyone's a Chelsea fan. That's fine. 12 hours in the smoker. All right. Well, everybody, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Because I've been on here for 2.5 hours now, and it's been nice, but I can feel I'm tired from this week. Proxy Pat, I made some roasted cauliflower with the curry tofu scramble and spinach. Okay, cool. Back to the Future, I see that you got back here and now I'm hopping off. Willie, that's okay. Ajinkia, life is good. I'm busy. My 9-to-5 job is busy. YouTube is busy. I've got some collabs coming up. Pi del Islam from Brazil. Have a lovely night. Thank you so much. And you guys, I will not be going live tomorrow. I try to get on Saturday mornings, but I will not be doing a Saturday morning live stream tomorrow because I'm going to be watching Premier League soccer actually with my dad. So that'll be fun. But I will be going live on Sunday night, which is my normal schedule. Eva, Hannah, I wonder why some channels show our handles and some don't. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe check the channel size, because it's like, maybe it's channels over a certain size have the handles, or I don't know. I would have to see. Ali Mao likes Chelsea. Sulex says, with all this healthy vegan magic you're cooking, I swear you're slowly converting me, one veggie bite at a time. I just like showing the food. You don't need to be vegan, but it's fun to share. Eva Loilamino. All right, guys. Reminder, my next live stream is this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time Zone. Oh, USA. Come on back and chat some more. So 2 days from now, I'll be going live again. That's the next day. Hello, Sheikh, Mohammed. I want to say thank you to everybody who is watching, who left comments and questions, who gave super chats, and who subbed to the channel. Oh, and NC, thank you so much. NC gifted 5 memberships to the channel earlier tonight. So that's awesome. Thank you very much for that. And Back to the Future. There was Back to the Future and Happy Life. There were 2 mods that I saw tonight. Since you're still here, I think Happy Life might be gone, but thank you so much, Back to the Future, for being an amazing mod. You are so terrific. And I will enjoy the soccer game tomorrow. Yes, I cannot wait to watch. So take care, everybody, and I will see you on Sunday night. Bye.